discretion is advised. Side Quest is a shit show.
I'm sorry.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Side Quest. You know, the show with the people who do the thing. Just think about it. You go and do the... Here's the person.
And whatnots.
Yeah,
like
that.
You
got it. You nailed the intro there, Arcturus.
Hi.
Beautiful.
I thought it was comically meta, but
Yes,
here we have the thief who has no name. You know, like the horse with no name. Just like the horse with no name. In fact, she's the horse with no name.
Do I look like a horse?
No, not at all.
Thank you, the guest. I appreciate the honesty.
I feel like they missed a pun for the horse with no name, but whatever.
No, I understood that, but I just like to give Arcturus a hard time.
Don't we all?
Who made
It
that?
is my one joy in life. Well, one of many.
Shit is in the way of my crystal. Everything's fucked up.
I'm trying to think of who it was that made that song. I can't remember who it was. Never mind. It's before my time.
It is well before my time because I'm a baby.
Dealey. Is he a blacksmith?
I'm not really sure. In any case, this is Pendergast. Should introduce yourself and.
What? I said hello. I waved even before. Do you want me to wave again? Hello.
No.
Hi.
I only wanted to do one thing, and I can't do it automatically.
This? Is it this? Is it
No.
this?
Yeah.
I think. Wait. Let me guess. I know what it is. I know what it is. You want him to shut up.
A death is a means to that end. Yeah, that works too. Because as we know, Pendergast is just the most long-winded of us all. Talks, never shuts up. Barely anyone get a word in edgewise. That's Pendergast.
Did you say something?
Ark, I didn't know that your name was Pot.
Does that mean my first name is
Oh,
interrupted?
shut up, Pendergast.
No,
one
yours
wants to hear
is
it.
Kettle because he's calling
Babble.
Ba-doom.
Oh.
Get it? Pot calling Kettle black.
I don't know. Interruptus pentagast sounds interesting.
I like that. I don't know. It might work.
Sounds like a medical condition.
We've all had
Reconnecting.
them at least once in our lives.
Reconnected. We've
Disconnected.
offended the great Google.
Because it reminds you of coitus interruptus, which involves genitals, so therefore venereal disease. Never mind.
Coitus interruptus.
Does interruptus make the crystals not work? Is that like a magic? Did we stumble upon it by accident?
Some Harry Potter shit.
Oh dear.
Interruptus. Wait.
You know, just to be safe, let's not say that ever again. You know, just to be safe.
Interruptus.
Okay, it's not working. So whatever it wasn't that precise. I'm guessing the intonation was wrong.
I don't have magic, dumb shit.
Yeah, neither do I. But this is just a magic phrase apparently, and their word doesn't have magic, so that can't be it.
I'm
Any
not
of us-
really. Go ahead, please. Sorry.
No, do any of us really have magic? Pentegas, do you technically qualify as a magic user or no?
I have magic gear. It helps me find magical things so that I can mix them into potions.
The hat is
fruit.
magic, he is not, but he can use magical artifacts, same as anyone, provided that the artifact works.
So no, the short answer there,
I mean,
your long-winded ass, was no. He's not a magic user.
No,
don't we all have magic gear?
Well,
What?
look, the
Yes.
right potions are close enough in the right context.
I
And the
got
right
enchanted
poisons,
armor.
some poisons can be just magical applied to other people.
I have packages too.
And my corset is enchanted to hold in my colossal titties. So
well, that's more of a binding spell. That's a different type of magic.
Bindings.
but still magic.
It is.
It's not magic, it's science! Material science!
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
it
it's-
defies the laws of physics.
It's literally a corset. Doesn't defy any laws of physics. It's a corset. Anyway, it's skill, not magic. Don't undersell it. Do not undersell the skill of a good corset maker.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have packages.
I have
Packages?
a small statement to make while you're opening your packages.
I have
Someone
to make it
in
louder.
the magic in the mage world needs to create a spell, and the command should be Arcturus Interruptus. It should be. That
Okay.
should just be a thing, so that Arcturus gets interrupted every time he speaks.
I actually feel like that would make a better drinking game. Like every time that we interrupt Ark, we have to drink.
This is very red.
Can we play that
I
game?
like
tonight?
red.
I'm okay with that. Yes, it sounds fun.
All right,
Sounds
so
like a lot of fun.
Oh my
drinking
god.
game chat.
Oh my god. It's actually not from Brian Yoder.
Oh,
It's notable on this show.
It's
Is
pretty
it
neat.
from Barbos the Horseman?
All right. Maybe a prize, I don't know, but I thought you might enjoy it. I know the dancer certainly did when I asked for it. Maybe cleaving her in two was a bit dramatic for her saying no. From Barbos the Horseman. I hope I pronounced that right.
I was right.
They'd be probably close enough, but in any case, yes, apparently he's been a bit spree from Bardos the Horseman.
Yeah.
Best known in his breakout role on BoJack Horseman.
And then this. More of this plastic force field shit.
it's so loud.
Ooh. Ooh. It's red and shiny. Two things I
What
enjoy.
was that? A
Red.
squid?
Ooh.
What was it? Oh,
Wow. Look at that. That is quite.
What is
That
that?
is-
I
That's
can't-
going to be very popular with some members of the cast, namely
Catches.
the Elf and of
Namely
course,
me.
Steve.
I like
I
it.
do like floopy things. So
It is
Alistair.
pretty and shiny and goes around my waist. I can't stand up.
Magog.
Unfortunately, right now I'm gonna wear this next show. Absolutely gonna work this into the outfit.
Well, wear more than just that. It's a bit
it's a
revealing.
bit see-through. Yes, indeed.
It's a final layer of clothing.
You know,
Yeah,
just
It goes over everything else.
not the only layer.
Just
of
angle the
clothing.
crystal high enough up to where you see a bit of the fabric but not beneath it, and you're basically pulling an elf.
I mean, like if I wore it alone, it'd just be like me walking around, and then there's just bush for all to see. It's just.
Now
Wear
we
it, don't walk
know
around.
so much more.
I'm confused.
I mean, most people involved don't shave, but we know whatever. Anyway.
Why am I
Or
supposed to be
hair
quiet?
below the-
Why am I being told to shut up?
Yeah, why is he being told to shut up? I don't
Yeah.
care if he's talking while I'm fucking cutting into a package.
It's because, you know, you're the
Alright.
gnarly one.
You get the notes. Oh, another. Oh, enjoy this fine blade. I hope I've cleaned off most of the blood. I wanted to test this on a Stolberg guard before I sent it through a frightened wizard. I think you would approve. From Barbos the Horseman. I mean, if it's short, I approve probably. Ooh. What is this? Replica 14th century wood handled display dagger with sheath. Ooh, dagger. I should open this one first, and I could have used this one to open the skirt. Over skirt?
I
Over.
could have backfired and done accidental damage. Maybe this was planned.
This is a dagger. This is practically a small sword. This is damn near just a short. This is damn near a short sword. That's beautiful. I love that handle. Look at that. Simple but elegant.
Pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very shiny, very pointy, very sleek, and definitely worth stabbing a bitch over.
And it comes with a really nice sheath too. So that's
Is it leather or is it like?
no, it's like real leather. This wasn't cheap. Oh wow, yeah. And the smell of leather like hits you right when you open it too. So like comes with a nice sheath with this, nice simple design on it.
That's very nice and sufficient length to hit any number of really important organs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But deadass, this kind of looks like a short sword, doesn't it? A little bit. He's a big boy. He's a hefty boy for a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the two, so that was nice. Thank you so much.
Does anyone else hear Crocodile Dundee in their head?
Yeah. I was thinking Rambo, but yes.
I
Now
saw a
this
knife.
is a knife.
Now this is a knife.
Is a knife.
No, I think you have to draw out the O sound. Knife.
Knife.
Not that knife actually has an O in it, but when you're speaking down under, you have to
Apparently
draw
not. Aussie
the O.
has an O in it.
The
It's
Aussie
like-
pronunciation of knife includes.
Knife.
Yeah, it's like
I
the.
suppose we
it's-
all need to
it's
work
like
on our prison colony accents.
the kingdom of Uck with license. You have a license. For that,
License.
you know.
License?
Do a license for your TV. What if you don't watch TV?
Oh, was that the for
Why
your
would you have
packages?
to pay a license if you don't use the service? Like I don't. That's the
Yeah,
part I
okay.
never got.
I'll just unpin that, just in case. By the way, Pendergast, apparently the reason they were pissed at you is because you kept on suggesting she wear something underneath it. So I think that
That
perhaps
could
that
be
should
it.
solve the mystery for you right there.
What? I'm fine. Not messing with it. How come it's still on me? Other people have spoken.
I don't know if I'm allowed to speak yet. Someone hasn't given me permission.
There we go.
You have my permission to speak.
Fair enough.
Rescinded?
No, I am the higher authority here. Yeah,
I
my
think it makes out a
permission,
50-50 and we'll just have to flip coin every
Mhm.
time he wants to talk.
Yeah,
Arcturus interruptus.
okay, that's better.
Marston says at this point, fighters should have a cabinet for her knife collection. Not saying I need sword holders, but I might.
Listen. Faiza is not the only one that likes sharp and pointy objects here, people, alright? I just want to point that out here.
Thief is jealous. Thief wants blades.
Okay, just
Does
because I
anyone-
stabbed myself live on this stream one time doesn't mean that I can't handle sharp and pointy objects ever again. I just point that out there, alright?
We've all had a bad day.
Exactly, alright? It was one time, and also one time with the potato, but one time each, okay? One time. Can't hold it against me forever.
I don't know why you have such a big issue with it.
No, I'm talking to the chat. They seem to think that I can't handle sharp and pointy objects, and also that, I need to die every 5 seconds.
I shouldn't be allowed to have fiery objects. I tend to start other things on fire.
Have you ever started yourself on fire, though?
Yeah.
You do that once, and then oh, okay.
I
was
mean,
gonna say-
nothing
mean-
beats a good arson session.
It's taken a few years to get this beard back. It did burn once.
Arson.
Speaking of
Awesome.
thief, how's the wound? Is it covering? Did you rub it on enough hobos yet?
Actually, there was no need. I ended up just finding a wizard to seal it up nice and clean, so she's good.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, fine, if you want to go the cheaty route, but you're still going to build character that way.
You really should have.
I bled out for you guys on stream here last week, okay?
I guess.
That's
My
character
question-
building enough.
Did you
Look, I
at least
for the record, I did enjoy that.
did you at least slap a peasant with the hand before it was healed?
I did backhand a peasant. that was part of the healing process.
Good enough.
It
Good
wasn't
enough.
a good rub, but it was a good backhand.
That's fine. That's fine. That's all that matters. It's fine.
And just because I had cut on my hand last stream has nothing to do with my abilities to handle a knife. Okay, that was sustained in combat. Injuries happen. Okay, even to people such as myself who are fantastic at fending off their fiends.
It's a defensive wound. They happen.
Exactly. Thank you. It was a defensive wound, and my cutlass, unfortunately, is lacking in suitable hilt for myself.
Ah,
And it's very, very sharp.
No, it is, but it had nothing to do with my injury that I sustained in battle. In battle from an opponent. I need to make that very clear.
yeah.
You know, if one of us here was going to invent the battle strap-on, I would have thought it'd be the quarterwork, really. I guess you're
Who
really
says
just,
I haven't? I mean, what?
Hip thrust.
Hip thrust!
I didn't. Think
Ah!
but I didn't think we had projectile weapons like that.
No, not projectile. They're pike weapons. So you thrust them into the guts of with
And then
a godly amount of force.
And then there's that's when the projectile goes off, right?
No. And then your enemy bucks against you essentially because they are essentially convulsing on the pike.
Is this like that Earth Realm thing, rodeo? Is that what this is?
I'm not familiar with the Earth thing rodeo.
They do it in the West. I don't understand it, but something about cowboys. Like, is that like? I don't know. Never mind.
Well, yeehaw.
No, actually, I was more harkening back towards like the Greek hoplites with their spear pikes and such. I don't think cowboys used sharp and pointy long sticks.
You have looked into different parts of Earth history than I have. Then I'm sorry.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know what the Greeks are. I don't know what a hoplite is.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I like what Brian Yoder says. Erectile weapons.
I learned that there was an ancient group of people called the Picts that used to go into jail. Into jail. Where'd jail come from in my brain? Battle, naked and covered in blue paint. Very interesting.
Look, if they were doing that in the modern Earth society, they would go to jail.
Yes, they would very quickly. I mean, back then, though, it seems like it was a fucking free-for-all like it was here. It seems like, can we go back in time and go to Earth? Because then we won't even need to get past the weapons. We can just, run into battle naked and covered in blue paint. That sounds like fun, honestly.
Yeah, but how would you protect
It's only really fun if you can survive death and things can be either reattached or grown back.
Did the Pict people eat people?
I think a lot of people ate people back then.
Well, I know there was
a thing.
There was a tribe of was it the Maori that ate their victims?
I think a lot of people
to gain that power or something. I don't know. I don't know Earthrealm history enough. Sorry. I remember hearing something about painted people that ate their opponents or something.
I think that's a longer list than you think it is.
There are a great deal many.
About eating a heart to gain the power of their hated enemy, or I just thought about Orla, really.
It sounds totally logical to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Try it. Really, I've actually recently become basically a pescatarian because I've decided that I'm not going to eat an animal unless it's tried to kill me.
There must be a lot of animals.
Animals are better than people. I shouldn't be eating them.
So you're eating humans instead?
If they try to kill... Actually,
I'm sorry,
no.
Is the desert really that gentle? Because half the creatures out there are generally inclined to eat your face.
Less than you'd think.
Maybe they're just
I guess if you're looking to avoid being eaten by terrifying monsters, the desert is a surprisingly good place to live.
Sandworms taste like ass, by the way. Like, nobody eats those.
I can imagine.
Why
No.
would
Of
you?
course, while the creatures might not kill you, Pfizer probably will.
Yes.
And then he'll eat you because you dared to attack back in defense.
I mean,
Well, I wasn't thinking about it, but now if like I eat their heart and I get their powers, I should consider it at the very least. I can do an
Yeah,
experiment.
why not? What could go wrong?
For science.
I
for
thought
science.
I thought sandworms were only useful for their spices or something.
Their sulfuric
I don't know.
excrement is
there
very tasty on.
I know they said this.
tacos.
Yeah.
Ours
something
are
about-
just like they say the spice shall flow, but really all these guys do is crap everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
that
just
means. Like, what does the spice must flow? Like, what does that mean? I don't know where I remember it from, but it's a thing. But anyway, I'm going to drink more. Someone talk.
Indeed.
I also learned that I learned a lot about cannibalism. Apparently, throughout the area known as Europe, there was they thought it was a legend of mellified man, where you just basically pack a dead dude in honey, and that was supposed to be medicine. Your history's weird.
Oh, actually, I know about this one. Not only do they pack them in honey, but strictly speaking, if I remember correctly, it was supposed to be an old dude who, for the good of the community, spent his last days doing nothing but drinking massive amounts of honey. So he'd be honey cured inside and out.
Oh,
Gross.
speaking of honey-related facts and interesting tidbits from the Earth realm, did you know that if you feed a newborn infant honey, it dies?
I think that's true of our realm too.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never been around the young without poking them with sticks, so I am unfamiliar with the customs.
So,
Oh,
just
no.
for the record, if you have a newborn, don't feed it honey. Unless you just,
Or if
Really
the newborn
hate it,
is
I
crying
guess.
a lot,
Pretty much.
eat it honey, and your problems will be solved.
Or if you want to make
Yeah.
mellified man.
That too.
Weird.
The things you learn on this show, Chad, about your own world. Bet you didn't expect that.
There's so many things.
I didn't.
Any other fun facts, ladies and gentlemen? Or can we
Uh,
introduce the new drinking game that I just came up with like 10 minutes ago?
Oh, drinking game. I have alcohol.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. The game is Curse Interruptus, right? So every time we interrupt Ark, or every time we want to interrupt Ark, you do so by preceding the statement with Arcturus Interruptus in the middle of him speaking. And then everyone else has to drink, including the chat.
Yeah.
And then you proceed to say whatever you want. And the hope here is to drive Arcturus absolutely bonkers by the end of the stream so that he has an absolute meltdown.
Oh, really? I was thinking that the goal is to fucking kill Fiza at this point.
Yeah, that was going to be my goal. Blood poison.
Arcturus Interruptus, drink!
Yeah, indeed. Okay, chug,
That's
chug,
right.
chug, chug.
I just come back 2 minutes later.
I know, but if we keep this going, it's bound to result in something amusing. So I'll have to. I'm down for this game. It doesn't
Well,
matter that I
we're
have
gonna
no drinks
quit.
on hand. It just, carry on without me. I'll manage the show in your rapidly inebriated states.
Arcturus Interruptus!
This is
Chug,
already
chug,
happening more
chug.
frequently than it needs to.
No, it's only
Well, this is
happening whenever I'm
promising. These
getting
are taking
bored of
out- remember,
Arcturus.
I will have to occasionally take the crystals off of them when they start dancing on tables or there's any sort of inappropriate jiggling in general. I have to look out for the well-being of the channel. You would understand.
I mean,
There is
to be
always-
fair, about the time of the night where I'm lifting my caftan above my head, he's gonna have to save the channel.
there is always a time for inappropriate jiggling on a table. Just saying.
Do I look like someone who ever jiggles? Ever? I mean,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no, I don't.
Yeah. Dumb
bet-
question.
I bet at the very least your beard billows in the wind.
It
If
probably
it doesn't jiggle, it billows.
like I can try and make it do that. I mean, there. That's as close to jiggling as I'm going to get.
Actually, I just realized how many things that Pentagast has imbibed, and you probably can't even tell he's drunk. He's just the guy that's completely and totally blitzed out of his mind. He's still sitting there
Yeah. You can't tell.
just sitting and staring, and like he was 4 hours ago.
What?
He's that guy at the tavern.
I know that guy. I love hanging out with that guy
Everybody knows that guy.
Yeah,
I-
he's really
And
good company.
famously
He
good
listens to
listeners, I
everything
think.
I say.
I've
There
been
you go.
told I'm a good listener.
Just like everybody knows that girl that you get her, give her one drink too many, and she's up on the table dancing, and her corset's having a wardrobe malfunction for attention.
They're generally quite popular, aren't they?
Arcturus is always a wardrobe malfunction. Let's get that one thing straight here. He's a perpetual wardrobe malfunction.
Yep.
Yeah.
My wardrobe is absolutely performing to specifications. It's just fine.
And those specifications are I'm trying too hard.
I mean,
No,
I would
perfectly appropriately for my context. I mean, I am basically one of the drivers of fashion songs, I think, at this point.
I would say
That's
mine
definitely
is
true.
operating.
Yes, I'm well respected for my style.
Ark,
Sure.
let me
Yes,
be
okay.
clear. Let me be very clear, alright? You will never belong in Sarthosian high society. For as long as you live, for as hard as you try, it will never become a reality. You will always be just a whoremaster general or whatever it is that you purport
Thief.
yourself to be.
Shit, no one paid for an attack.
I know, I just love giving them out for free. Just to Ark, though.
Okay.
Or monger general. If you're
Oh.
going to use it, I'll at least get that one wrong. Although, it's starting to change. People keep on implying that this is somehow C or classless, and that would only be true if I was a pimp or basic hustler, but I'm the tier above. And that's what makes it classy. It's the general part.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just don't understand me.
Now, if you had gotten your wealth in the spice trade, maybe then I could respect you more.
I mean, I've been dabbling in the spice trade.
Yeah, see, I can respect Fiza more than I can respect you.
You know, strictly speaking, I am providing a measure of spice by proxy.
I provide good tasting food and burial supplies.
I just had a thought. One day, the Whoremaster General is going to wear purple. I'm seeing it, and I don't know if I like what I'm seeing.
Your
I don't like what I'm
prophetic
doing.
vision is absolutely garbage. Purple is not my color, and is also a royal color, so there's a non-zero chance it could result in complications.
It's horrifying.
Yeah,
See, that-
Ark has a line he won't cross, and royal colors is that one, because it's
That's why
that's
I
a
like
bit
Catch.
tasteless.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
a
I like
monarchy.
Catch.
They're
Nobody
very
cares.
touchy about forbidden things.
Don't they behead people who wear the wrong color?
Yeah, they do. Sarthos has their stick up their ass like that. Meanwhile, half my backdrop is fucking purple and nobody cares.
I like your backdrop.
I do
Colorful.
too. It's lovely. I
Do you
forgot who
usually
got
wear it?
No, I mean, theoretically, I could just like fucking wear it as a cape and run around, but
I don't think that
That'd be
really
easy.
qualifies. I'm pretty sure I could have a purple tapestry, so long as I'm not running around wearing it.
I used to have a purple caftan, and then
In any case-
a dragon shat on my tent.
We're
And
about
now I
to go
don't
to
anymore.
It
Super
happens to all of
Chats and
us.
Streamlabs. Super Chats will be handled by me. Streamlabs this time will be handled by the quarter orc Pfizer Ikram.
Me.
All your donations go towards keeping our coffers full, as Magog would say, and just help numb the pain.
Yes, make it worth it, please. Also, thank you for your contributions in advance. We
Ooh.
appreciate you.
Marshall
Yes.
Johansson has asked us what the most exotic spice in our cabinets is, and I believe mine is like a dillweed fish spice.
I guess
Yeah.
fish sauce is not a spice.
What about like
Rose water? Rose water.
vinegar? Of like 6 different varieties. I like to pickle my eggs, okay? And I like to get different flavors with the pickling of the eggs so that they last longer, but they also have like a variety of tastes. Because if you just pickle your eggs all with one vinegar and just salt, then it gets old real quick. So
You lost me at pickling eggs.
I don't.
Sounds
have-
gross.
I mean, I have ginger, but it's not in the cabinet. I don't.
where's
I have
What is
two.
wrong
two
with a lot of you? So
It-
many
it-
better spices available. I mean, not even the most exotic in mine would be crushed pixie wing. Mind you, if you snort it directly, it's highly hallucinogenic, but just the right amount can really bring out the charm in a souffle.
Ooh, actually,
All-
okay. If we're talking about like fantastical spices, then I guess crushed and powdered mandrake root.
I
Adds a little
mean,
bit of flair too.
all of mine are actually for food. I'm sure the resident alchemist has some weirder shit, but you
No,
know.
it's just no. Gingers, they're in a box, right? I'm not going any further than that.
You
If
know,
you sprinkle it on food, it counts as a spice, Pendergast.
Lyra has told me of her collection of powdered.
I don't
gnome
need people.
cheeses.
I don't
That's
need
Pictures
about
on
her most
people.
exotic spice.
Well, overhearing me, my mute fucking caster just came in and held up a jar that's labeled Mellified Man, so I guess she wins.
It happens.
Yeah,
She scares me.
that's
a little.
disgusting there. Look, we're going to get to the super chats now. First up, Dark Conservatarian threw 2 signals at us to say, Farza, I want to lick your hands.
I did see that earlier and mentally prepared myself for Arcturus saying that sentence out loud, which I'm sure he didn't enjoy about as much as I didn't either.
I enjoyed every second of that.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, just-
Have a lovely night.
For the record, I have nothing against women in good shape who have really worked out their muscles and gotten abs worth observing, but not the quarter orc. But that's right, they're not talking for me, I just had to read it. The Dark Conservatarian is the one who wants to lick your abs.
You're the third party.
I'm the innocent caught in the crossfire.
Also, somebody here makes really good pie. They might be a little mushy. Like, cherry pie is good, okay? I cannot say no to pie. It is my one weakness.
Apple pie is superior to cherry pie.
Moving on.
Excuse me, whore. No,
What?
excuse me, whore. You fucking
Wait.
whore. Cherry pie will always be
that's all right.
fucking superior to
I
fucking
am-
apple pie.
I am prepared to die on this hill and
Girls,
take you
no,
with me.
no.
You are an
Skanks,
uneducated
skanks.
fucking dock walker.
What about pecan?
Madam,
But,
madam. Okay, we will
We-
discuss that after I have dealt with this ignorant slut.
Dark Conservatarian paid 2 signals to say, hey Pfizer, what's with the blue Tiberian crystals?
It's not. They're not blue Tiberian crystals. They are cold fire crystals, which is slightly cheaper than having an entire cold fire fireplace, which I have one. It's just back there. But they keep the place lit and also not hot as balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, the fireplace is particularly baffling. Usually you want those to be... Well, in any case, look, she raids caravans, it's a grab bag. If it's shiny, it goes in her tent.
Mm-hmm. That is actually a perfect that's a perfect explanation of my general aesthetic. If it's shiny and gold, it's in the tent.
Yeah, it's not
Incredible.
gifted, she didn't enchant it, it's just, it was there when they opened the chest.
That makes it shinier. Enchanted things are shinier. So sometimes they're cursed and I need to dispel something, but that's why it's
Next-
handy to have a caster around even if she's scary.
Okay.
Next up, Scruffy Knight paid 5 signals to say, look at the golden queen of the damned Xerxes' sister-looking dune warrior. I assume they mean you.
Well, unless somebody else is walking in dunes on a regular basis, yes, thank you. I am those things.
Queen of the damned
That's
Xerxes'
accurate.
sister-looking dune warrior. Really, fairly complimentary, I suppose. How dreadful.
Yes.
Moving on, Dark Conservatarian paid 5 signals to say, Sandworms? Pfizer? Was that supposed to be a promotion for the new Dune movie coming out this Friday? Everybody watch Dune!
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And to that, anything, hopefully it's...
I have some interest in it, yes. But, I mean, that's one Earthrealm movie. I have seen the old Dune movie. I've seen that.
Apparently, there's a new one, and that's what they're very hyped about.
Well, I hope it does well. I do. I'll probably watch it if I get a chance. Well, I don't know.
Moving on. Scruffy Knight has paid 5 signals. Health for the Bronze Queen, the Salt Pirate, the Compass, and Peasant Gasp.
Wait.
Peasant Grass? Peasant
Wait.
Gas?
Did he say bronze? Excuse me, that's worse than fucking silver. Get it right. Everything's gold. Okay, to be fair, this is bronze. But I mean, you wouldn't make a shield out of gold. That wouldn't make any sense.
No.
I assume they feel that your skin looks bronzish.
Okay, that you saved it, Arcturus. Thank you. Yes. Okay, thank you. Better have been what you meant. Fucking watching.
And 5 signals, so that's 1 health for each of us, except for 2, provided that Pentagast wants to claim either Pheasant Grass or Pleasant Gas.
What am I doing?
Somebody else in cherry pie.
Apple pie all the way.
What are these? Are these insults at me, or have I been attacked, or what am I supposed to choose? I don't.
Which sounds worse to you, Pentagast? Pheasant Grass or Pleasant Gas?
You keep getting some really weird messages, Pentagast.
Pleasant gas sounds weird. Like
I guess
sounds like a king.
one.
you get locked in a box. In comes the pleasant
does
gas. You
identify
come out and you're happy.
Pentagast has now 2 health potions, and the rest of us get 1. What thing? JW then paid 25 signals for the message as follows. Arcturus removes his goggles and reveals the hollow dark voids that should be his eyes. Inside them, moving erratically, are 2 little red flickers of flame. The rest of the cast stare into the menacing abyss and die. So that's a special attack for me. I'm not doing that on camera, but you can see the reactions when I make good on that. And moving on.
Arcturus Interruptus! Drink.
Hey!
I just thought of another thing that I'd like to see, and I'd like to share it with everybody.
Okay.
And it is this. I would like to see Arcturus read 50 Shades of Grey just in his voice. Except I'd like to hear it and have it be, like, audible, like, enunciation. Some of that. A little bit of that.
Read what?
It would be a nice, like, bedtime story for me. I'd fall asleep to that.
You want me to read you a bedtime story?
In a manner of speaking. The title would have been 50 Shades of Grey. I think it would be hilarious.
I've heard about that one. I don't think... talk about something beneath my class. That has to surely count. Moving on.
Really? Whoremonger General. That's beneath you.
Yes.
Alright, carry on.
Orla Seraph has donated 10 stingers. Oh, Arcturus, have some health. Hold on. You're wait, hold on. Just a moment. 10 stingers of health for me, and of course, the heart of your hated victim to consume and gain the powers up for you. Thank you, Orla Seraph. I should probably do the whole animation thing. Moving on. Scruffy Knight paid 2 signals, say. Pentagast don't jiggle. He rock hard like a Goron.
What's a Goron?
You'll learn about it when you're older, kid.
It's a vile slur, and it's because you're brown. It's a vile slur based upon your brown attire. You look just like a Goron, especially if the hat ever actually eats your head.
Can you, like, roll?
Promise? That's gonna happen?
You what? What?
Do a barrel roll, Pentagast.
No. That's not possible. But wait, am I being? Is someone trying to, like, insinuate that I should be put in an oven or something?
No, that's only for old granny witches who live in the woods and kidnap tiny little German children.
And have houses made of confectionery.
That too.
Don't have any of those things.
I'd love to find a house like that.
Oh
straight
my
up.
god. We had the same thought at the same time. I want a house made of gingerbread.
Yeah.
I want pie. I'm hungry.
Oh gosh, I'm glad we can agree on one like confectionery creation.
I have
above
ginger. I don't have bread though.
If we can't all here agree that cake is good, we have a problem.
Okay, hang on,
Someone
pause.
stay
Is
on the
it
cat
moist
fight and
cake?
Oh, God.
Yes,
Talking about
Like
nonsense.
super moist cake, not like the super dried out nasty shit that they try to pass off as.
No, because then you can have that with tea. So
Here is his rusty nuts. We've got one more super chat, and then you can be interrupting the court order because they try to do their one job. Spawn Freak paid 5 signas to say, Thief, strike a blow against the orc for Team Apple Pie.
oh, are we doing this now? Okay,
No,
good.
I can do that. I can do that. All right, hit me with your
Stick
best.
that pig picker where it came
Actually,
from.
no, I'm hitting you with my best shot. A tart for the tart. Whoosh. Now pretend I just threw an apple pie at you.
I didn't say I don't like apple pie. I said I like cherry. Okay, anyway. You
Oh,
know,
come on,
we
that
all
was
forgot
so
about
great.
Keshin lime pie. So shame on us. But whatever.
Ooh, what about chocolate Hershey pie? Everyone
What's a
loves it.
Hershey?
Oh, okay, so it's a type of chocolate from the other world. But like,
Is that shitty American chocolate? Because
well, no, okay, so I don't actually think there are any actual Hershey Kisses in the pie, but it's like a chocolate crust with chocolate pudding and whipped cream and then chocolate flakes. It's
This-
like, delicious.
this sounds like too much sugar. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and read. I'm gonna read the Streamlabs. That sounds gross. Anyway, Lion Patriot donated 5 signas. My agents have uncovered some very scandalous intel on your selfless and generous actions, thief. Some advice, though, nobody likes a double dipper. Healing beard oils and waxes for the crazy chemist and the dashing doctor.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What is this slanderous nonsense I've been accused of?
This is that crap I had to read. This is what I want to know.
Orphans are my least favorite. Unless, you know, we're talking
I'm
about
basically an
slaves.
orphan.
And then in which case, you know, orphans make really good, like, rat catchers. Because they can get all into all the, like, tiny little crevices. Once they grow above, like, 3 feet, though, they're useless to me. So we just chuck them overboard.
I mean, you could just make them regular members of the crew. It kind of seems like a waste of a body.
Well, yes, but I really don't want to deal with puberty.
Nobody does. Anyway,
Oh,
Chuck them over.
Brian,
Bill
puberty sucks. Oh, can I continue? Thank you.
Indeed. Sorry.
Brian donated 25 signas. My apologies, Pendergast, for telling you to shut up. Here, have 2 minutes to speak without interruption. You did get told to shut up a lot this show, didn't you?
Yeah, no. Okay. Well, thank you, but I didn't. I don't want to talk now. I'm gonna shut up now.
All right. Brian also donated 20 signas. Pendergast, please explain to the thief that pecan pie is the superior confection. You're both wrong.
It was just a
Pardon?
suggestion. You know, I
I'll
don't-
need Brian in order to confirm this. Was that a 20 signas worth of attack? And Pendergast has to basically kill the thief with an explanation about pie.
Yeah, it literally is. You have to explain why pecan pie is better and kill the thief in the process. So you brought this on yourself with your fucking pecan pie bull. You deserve this.
First off, rude.
Pecan
Second off,
pie.
yeah.
Well-
this is all your undoing.
okay. Well, see, the thing is,
This
Pecan pie.
is
So
there are many
dumb.
uses. I'm sure.
What
You can
was
throw it
I
at the thief.
thinking?
That would also work. You could also take the pecans off of it and throw them at the thief, and then you would be throwing a type of nut at the thief, which could imply many things, but it could also be damaging. She might enjoy it. We don't know. But either way, there's more You can get more use out of a pecan pie than you can an apple pie. There.
What if I'm allergic to nut?
Well, then you might die like you're going to
Then it
now
will
from
kill
that.
you.
Are you allergic to nut? Is that why you keep chasing women, Thief? Are you allergic to nut?
All right, I'm dead. You can kill me. Fine. I don't want to answer.
She
I
died
plead-
because she was allergic to nuts.
I plead death.
Fair enough.
Oh, God damn it.
I didn't expect that to actually work, but yeah,
She died as she lived. Not lived.
I mean, that was actually pretty good off the top of your head for explaining the use of pecan pie as a weapon.
Yes.
Bravo!
Thank you.
I liked it.
Yeah. So
Pecan pie is still terrible. I would say I apologize to all the Southerners in the chat, but I fucking don't.
well,
It's candied nuts in a shell. It's gross. Oh, your shit has too much sugar. You gotta have a balance of flavors. It can't just be sweet all the way through. You gotta have a little tart in there, maybe a little
It's just classic
spiciness.
peasant food because they'll raise a barn later. They need the energy.
Okay, that's fair. But then wouldn't you just get like a chicken pot pie? Then there's some fucking like protein for raising a barn. That sounds like
I
peasant
would
food
assume
to me.
they just rely on the sugar or something like that. I mean, just look at the fair food. We did an entire special on that one, the fair foods. They fry absolutely everything, including things that are mostly sugar to start with.
Yes, I tried that. Something wrong with you guys. You basically need us to save you at this point, don't you?
Protein.
Blake, you're being held hostage by the people that are making you fry candy bars.
Yeah, you laugh, but I'm going to be wanting to recruit from the rural areas because I'm pretty sure the less nutritioned city dwellers will have no chance against them. I think we can just kind of let them loose on the cities.
Maybe. I don't know.
They have more numbers, but are less fit for battle.
But cities have gyms.
what is this thing about protein? Isn't that in
Peasants
nuts
have
too?
guns there, which actually sounds really reckless from my personal perspective. I mean, we look nothing better than rusty swords, because you never know when they're starting to take up torches and start whinging about being treated like property and things like that.
Someone mentioned funnel cake. Funnel cake is cake and therefore good. You're supposed to be dead.
My death timer ran out. Arcturus isn't doing his job. I have a contract to uphold. Otherwise, it's bad.
Cherry pie is still the best pie, except for Kesh and key lime pie, which that Kesh and lime pie is actually better because like the God's given perfect ratio of sweet to sour by design, but like that you can't compare that to just cherries.
I disagree because you can get an assortment of bushels of apples and put that into a pie, and they can be as sour as you want them or as sweet as you want them, and you can still achieve that perfect ratio.
No, but like Kesh and limes are basically cheating.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Which is why it's
Alright,
not the true confectionery winner here.
they're literally a magical fruit.
Was that all the Streamlabs?
Yes. But no, literally, they are a magical fruit. They will tap into the brain of the person that's eating them and give them the perfect ratio of sour to sweet that they desire.
Mm-hmm.
So that's literally cheating.
Has this become a food fight at this point?
Yes!
It's
I will fight to the death for my pie.
well. Never mind. I don't. No. I don't know what to say to that.
So the only people who don't like Kesh and limes are those who don't like sweet or sour? Is that it?
Catch
I
these
mean, I guess
apples. How about
basically,
that?
yeah. Nothing's
So
perfect.
how do you handle someone who eats Kesh and lime and says it's too sour or too sweet?
Well, considering that there's only one grove and you can only pick them one time a night and one family owns all of them, probably death. I don't know. I like them.
Yeah. Well, why would you want to share?
You
Yeah,
don't.
why would you share?
You will
I mean,
never ever have any of my pie.
They're expensive as fuck, but they're good.
Now, just to make a quick announcement, the second hour will consist of what used to be called the grind. So, except one difference in that I've actually secured them all myself, and then we just get all the reactions for the time remaining. Just to, throw that out
What
there.
happened to your voice? What was that?
He's disappointed in us.
Yes.
Oh, is that what it is?
He says, I'm disappointed in the fact that I have to spend
What?
the next hour with these hooligans.
But-
Boys.
Stop reading my mind, thief. It's starting to freak me out.
I bet.
We spent. She doesn't have to. We just spent too much time with you. We can predict it because we're both combat. Combat means that you have to predict things. So
Well, I don't know. His voice changed so much. I thought it was a bit of indigestion or something.
Well, you see, his
something-
balls finally dropped.
Oh,
the
is that,
other
what
half
he
of
has,
it.
is that what he has the box for? So it'll catch them.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, it might be actually be intestinal distress from all those fucking potions that he's been drinking. Do you have diarrhea, Arcturus?
Well, you can get intense intestinal distress another way too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
That is absurd. I'm
you're
in prime
thinking about
physical
that.
condition.
Can't I just go back to being the guy in the tavern who doesn't talk and just listens?
No,
Please?
you have to actually.
We want Arcturus to be the guy at the tavern that doesn't talk.
If you could impart upon him the wisdom of the silent corner dweller, that would be great.
Well, no. I don't want Arcturus to be silent. I want him to be dead. That's
Isn't
different.
that just another form
No.
of silence?
It-
The
yeah,
eternal
but-
silence.
Yeah, but I don't want temporary silence from Arcturus. I want permanent silence, and it's not going to happen. The contract prevents it.
The feeling is quite mutual.
There is that. These pesky contracts. If I got you, hang on, guys. All right, hang on. Pause,
Yes.
pause, all right.
Quite.
Shh,
I'm
Arcturus,
listening.
shh. The grown-ups are talking here, Arcturus.
I'm
All right,
listening.
Pentigas. All right, so say I produced the contract for Arcturus for you to do with what you would.
Mhm.
Would that be enough leverage to sustain an eternal silence?
Probably not. I don't know what I'd do with it. I don't have any magic. I'd have to get hold of someone with some magical capability.
You have friends though, right? Like there are
No.
contacts that you
No.
have.
No.
I don't have friends.
Okay, you're useless to me.
I'm
Pause up.
here. If I had
What?
friends, would I be here?
Pentigas.
I was paying
The
attention.
grown-ups are talking. Buzz. If I procured for you Arcturus's contract, could you do with it what you would in order to sustain an eternal silence for him? With your contacts.
I couldn't, but I know someone who might be able to.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, good plan. Break.
I mean, maybe nobody altered my contract before I signed it. What? No, that didn't happen.
All right.
Okay.
I think we have a plan then.
You know,
Half a
you
plan
think
at the
I
very
should be
least.
alarmed, but do consider the track record of these individuals. I mean, what are the odds this is going to go to their plan?
What plan?
83%. What?
I'm gonna estimate
Shut up. You fucking-
79. No, wait, 69. That's my magic number.
Whose plan? What plan?
The plan.
Am I a part of it?
You would have been if you
A
had
super
any
clever, super
I don't-
secret plan being discussed openly here and now.
I don't want to be a part of the plan.
There hasn't been a more clever,
It's
secretive murder plot since Gallivant Season 1. And they're
Okay.
going to kill the king's brother.
I definitely don't have a revenge plan of my own that requires me to be immortal too. Is there truth syrup in my liquor? What's going on?
No?
Shut up. Yes.
What?
Womp, womp.
Mm.
Arcturus was murdered in the coffers by the nameless thief with the bloody knife.
Welcome to Vothan Clue.
Oh, I'd love to play that game. Oh, I just had a fantastic idea. I'll tell you guys later.
A board game? Is the idea a board game?
No, it'd be a real life Clue version of Clue.
Aw, not a board game then.
Pentagast.
Like Clue.
That's
In the
how it could have
study.
happened. But
In the Pentagast in the study with the hat.
Mhm.
That.
Yeah.
Wait, that there's no
doesn't
victim.
count when
My-
it's also the victim.
More
Basically,
like
it'd be like a murder mystery, but
Can I be the victim and the murderer? at
no
once?
board. You would just be the piece, and you'd have to like interact with other people.
but I mean, like
Find out
it'd be
who
more
did the
like
murder.
Faiza in the courtyard with the broadsword.
Exactly. So you'd be different. Like Chet, you would be different characters.
Oh.
Us, you would be us. You'd play us because I'm so conceited that I absolutely know that you would want to play me. Or
It might actually
maybe
be
one
enough
of
of us
these
for a Clue
syndicates.
reskin. That.
Does this not sound like
Hmm.
the greatest idea ever?
Actually, that does sound pretty amusing.
Murder mystery.
Maybe that'd be some sort of special. We just play it live and enjoy the idea of murdering each other in a whole new way.
Maybe we could do a murder mystery with this thing they call Dungeons and Dragons.
I think we could do that. Potentially.
I
We
think
have to set it up better.
I
though.
think we're all drunk.
I'm a bit
I
concerned
think
with
you're
that.
right.
It sounds like it'd take way too much time. I mean, 2 hours with you up to twice a week is
Sounds-
really quite the string as it is. I mean, I'm quite close. I'm just.
We have to save it
We
for the
don't get to the
Wednesday
super
show.
chats in preparation for the grind.
Brian Yoder said Faiza in the courtyard with her broad.
Broad sword or broad woman? That's
No, just a
very
broad.
important.
Yeah, just broad woman.
Okay. All right. Good. Not good, but fair.
You're going to enjoy this one. Lippy has paid 20 signals to declare everyone, including Octurus, attack Octurus. I'll go
love
first.
this.
You go first. You go first.
You
Arcturus,
signed
go
this
first.
contract. You brought this on yourself. You knew they should check for invisible ink on, but you didn't. You didn't even pick up the loot, the lens of obscure truths. You have no one to blame for your miseries. But
What are you attacking?
He's attacking himself.
Oh,
hmm
I
So now
stopped
who wants-
listening.
Who wants to go next?
I
Hold
stopped.
on. Let me activate the attacks. This will be most
Oh, you
uncouth. We don't have time for each individually, so I'm just going to run
What
that
the
one.
fuck am I
doing?
What I'm doing?
Faiza in the courtyard
Where I
with the
am.
Lyra.
Oh, no,
Hi,
I've got the
Lyra.
giggles.
What up?
Hi, Elf.
It's sexy.
So we all have to attack Arcturus, correct?
Indeed.
Well, even his own attack against him was boring.
Yeah, I stopped listening.
I
How do you?
yeah before you even said anything.
You're boring. Your attack was boring. You're boring. Just be boring, Arcturus. There.
Oh.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I actually stopped listening halfway through because your presence is in and of itself the insult.
I got one. Let's harken back to the subject of Arcturus and puberty and being, essentially what is like
No.
a 12-year-old boy. If he shaved his beard and mustache, he would resemble very much the visage of a 12-year-old adolescent.
It's a baby
Let's
face,
be
but not in a
honest.
good way.
Exactly, not in a good way.
Okay.
Also, now we can just hide the elf and make jokes. Snoopy actually pointed out only one broad? Hell no.
So this is the ultimate Arcturus Interruptus chat. So now you have to chug your drinks.
So, oh, okay, yeah.
You said
alright.
it. You said it. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
While Arcturus is gone, I need to field a question to people who are, well, someone who's good with women and Pentagast.
What?
Wait, are those two?
So I have a
things-
problem. In my recently the whole thing with like ethically not eating animals that don't attack me and everything, I decided that I'm no longer going to be like keeping concubines as slaves, and I said that they were free to go, but all of them were like looked at me and said, "Are you still going to give us food and head pats?" And I said, "Well, yeah, you're all adorable." I think I have 3 girlfriends. How do I get rid of them?
Ooh, okay. I know how to do this. All right. All right, cool. All
I
right.
mean, they cook and stuff.
Tell one, she does look fat in those pants. Tell the other, her boobs are too small. And tell the third, that you're gonna introduce her to your mother.
Ooh, that last one is a little too cruel. Also, she's dead.
Exactly. So
How would they respond to you just
definitely would
sitting
scare
there
her off.
sharpening one of your blades, going, "Look, this situation just isn't really working for me," as you just keep sharpening the blade and then eyeing them? You know?
No, but
They think I'm
imagine
playing- Look, they're not smart.
imagine
Okay?
inviting her over for dinner with you and
Oh.
your dead mother, and you sat your dead mother's corpse at the table for dinner, and you're just chatting along with your dead mother like she's still alive, and you include the girlfriend in the conversation like your mother is still alive, and have her respond. That would absolutely scare her off.
I think you underestimate how desperate these women are.
I got. You said they're not smart, right?
No, they're not.
What if we got one of the dragons to like fly over and you just like moved your camp and left them there?
Magog, raise
Or
your mother
something.
from the dead, maybe at the dinner. I'm sure that will do it for at least one of them.
Okay, so that will also hurt me. I do not want to hear from my fucking mother again.
I'll go
Which
ask
is
Magog
why-
if he's inclined to help.
I'm trying to think of a way to stage a fake dragon shit attack again.
I mean, that would require talking to a dragon, which in and of itself has its own dangers. I mean, I
Well,
don't
they
think
did off-
Rufus already doesn't like me.
I could. I mean, there are dragons about in Denoth. I could maybe, ask.
I mean, Rufus says I smell dishonest.
That's Rufus. He's from Morskar. He's an asshole.
Aren't we
Oh.
all assholes, though? To be fair.
I mean,
Some of us are larger than others, clearly.
I mean, like, they cook and clean, so it's not the worst.
Super
I'm just
chats.
saying some dragons can be bought, at least temporarily.
Yes,
That's all I'm
but
saying.
how many can afford them? Just... Any
guess I
case, Scruffy Knight has paid 2 signals to say, Pendergast, attack someone with your nut cream pie! But they only paid 2 signals, so...
I already did that.
He did. Can confirm.
I can't
They just wanted
I can't
any
rise to the
more for
occasion
doing
that
that,
quickly.
I guess.
I can't. I mean,
Stop it.
what? I mean,
Stop it.
um,
You stop it right there.
fine. Who was
Sexual innuendos are my gimmick.
Well, yeah. I need to have at least a nap first. Anyway, who was I supposed to attack?
Andy.
No one, because it wasn't enough to actually commission an attack.
Oh,
Tag
fun.
work for fun
what
is what I do.
If there was an
You're
attack, it was on me by making me say nut cream pie.
Oh, well. Say it again?
He said that with his full chest too, so
Enunciated that nut cream pie.
nut cream pie.
One more super chat, we'll see if there are more Streamlabs. This time again from Scruffy Knight, this time it's 5 signals, and the message is as follows. Apple pie and ice cream is like Xmas by the fire. Pfizer, polished bronze is just pretty. Not as much luster as gold, but warmer and better for ornaments.
Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Meanwhile, while that was 5 signals, it was no attack of any sort. I don't know what the... It's what they call fourth wall chess, is it?
I don't know what's going on at the best of times on this show. I'm gonna be straight with you.
No.
Like, I'm so
I still have no idea why I'm here. Well, I know how I got here. I know the deals I made that wound me up in this position. I just don't know what I'm actually doing here.
I know you didn't get another caster to look at that contract before you read it.
Yeah, the one that you just made a deal with a thief to hypothetically destroy, otherwise interfere with me personally. Yeah, sure, I'll help you. Get right on that.
That's a verbal contract. I don't know. You know.
Indeed it
Well,
was.
we'll have my barrister speak with your barrister and see where it goes. have your people contact my...
Oh, that's what we call a lawyer here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, nobody likes lawyers, apparently.
I have a really good barrister, but I will not invite that man to family cookout for the life of me.
Do we Streamlabs? Are we still up on that?
There actually no, unfortunately, there isn't. Also, I wouldn't invite a barrister to shit. I don't trust any of those fuckers.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we don't really actually have those. Mostly just have nobles arguing cases for things. It's,
Yeah, a barrister.
I suppose it really depends on what sort of wig you put them in.
They're overly paid and full of nepotism. Barrister.
I keep my barrister on retainer so I don't have to like worry about it.
Watching. Great. And that clanky one too. But, well, I'm not reading anything else from any of those in the chat, especially where it pertains to nuts and or pies.
Speak more about your nut pie.
I know,
You'll have to just dream about that on your own.
I would very much prefer that Arcturus not speak any further about his nut pie.
I was just hoping to get more blackmail material, to be honest.
What you want is a fine glazing, but you shan't have it from me.
I don't want a glazing from you, thank you very much.
Wanted! Woman promising witchcraft services steals 100K from victims in Naples. From Naples, Florida. A mysterious woman named Rosalia advertised around Golden Gate in East Naples, promising to solve relationship problems using quote-unquote witchcraft services, according to police.
You've got to be really, really careful about what you offer when it comes to, like, witchcraft services, because, I mean, if that shit does not come to fruition, you can be sued. Wait, this is their world. They don't have witchcraft, in which case...
No.
Any dum-dum who gets involved with that shenanigans is gotta suffer the consequences of their own silly-headness.
I mean, basically, she just fell for a grift from a bitch with a deck of tarot cards.
Hey, if the shoe fits and you're stupid enough, wear that lace up and bitch it.
Like, I'm a bitch with a deck of tarot cards, and I assure you I am not the least bit magical.
Did I just say what I think I said? I think I did say what I think I said. Didn't I say
You
what
did.
I think I said?
And that just kind of like...
It just right over everyone.
Hmm. Apparently, she reported swindled more than 100,000 combined from at least 10 victims using not magic, but quote-unquote an elaborate and disturbing scheme, the Naples Police Department reported. The first victim called police on March 14th. He told detectives he counted a flyer for Rosalia services at a 24-hour laundromat. That way you would find inequality, which is clearly... The flyers had a 100% guarantee, promising results says, if you're having an argument with your wife-girlfriend, she can help you with your problems.
Wait, stop. Back up. She managed to grift 100,000 Earth dollars from people in a fucking laundromat. I now have respect for this woman. I deeply respect this woman.
Oh, apparently she had some
Holy
serious...
shit, people are dumb.
Who brings cash to a laundromat that isn't just a whole bunch of quarters, unless she grifted a whole $100,000
worth of
quarters?
I just imagine people bringing extra Ziploc baggies full of quarters for the fucking psychic.
Police said Rosalia advertised her spiritual services in many forms, including in 3 Hispanic newspapers, on the radio, and by posting flyers in laundromats and stores in the area.
I just like imagining her being paid in a bucket full of quarters.
You know, the only thing that would make this more hilarious is if it were like a bucket full of pennies.
Huh.
That would be more intriguing to me. More impressive as well. Because first off, where are you getting all of those pennies?
Yeah.
I think you could ask for them at the bank, like when you asked for copper signals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not very interesting, is it?
Usually I don't tolerate copper signas. It's the lowest tier form of metal that I will go with my monies is silver. Anything beneath that, and I don't even look at it.
I mean, I do, because every copper, like, it all adds up, and then you just, you go to the Alsigna Bank, or you have somebody do it for you, because you're not allowed to enter the city anymore, and, change it out for silver.
If I'm gonna tolerate the presence of copper, I will melt it down with some tin ore to create bronze weapons to use in battle. That's the extent of the utility of bronze or copper for me. That's it.
Hold on a second, Pfizer. You're sending someone in to convert the money. What keeps them
Yeah.
from just not coming back out when you see them?
Someone who doesn't have a wanted sign with their face on it. Yes.
Yeah, no, more along the lines of what keeps them from just taking all the money you sent them in with and having a grand old time where you can't get at them.
A magical blood bond akin to the one that you have with Magog.
Okay, now,
It's a good answer,
Reasons.
wasn't it, fucker?
Hmm.
Also,
And
he's
I
an
quote it.
orphan. He kind of has nowhere else to go. It's also useful.
Yeah.
So I said
So-
orphans are useful.
I already established that earlier in the show, but it's fine. Ignore me. It's fine.
since we're continuing to argue about witchy things, the victim apparently went to Rosalia, who had her tow cards in tow, and said that she saw something dark in the man's life during the first conversation. To fix the darkness, she told the man to sleep with 3 eggs under his bed and then bring him to her the next day.
3 eggs under his bed.
Did they hatch?
The man
Is it
brought
one of
the
those
phony
things-
prophetess her eggs,
the
and she
darkness go
proceeded to
into
wave
the
them
egg?
over his head and face, the report states. Then she opened each egg. The first was filled with blood, the second with needles, and the third with worms. But that wasn't enough to remove the darkness from his life, according to Rosalia.
Oh, okay. If those things were full of anything that isn't an egg yolk, I now believe that she's actually a witch.
Yeah. So
Yeah, 'cause
you're
I
saying
didn't
you would have been
even do
among the 10. They don't have magic there, Pfizer.
If
I
the,
know, but
if
like,
the eggs are fresh when you go to sleep and they're hard boiled when you wake up, that's a problem. Just saying.
I suppose you're having some very hot dreams, I imagine.
I mean, it's a bigger problem if they're full of needles.
Well, yes, but more conventionally speaking, if it's hard boiled when you wake up, you definitely have a slight problem. If
What
not
problem?
a greater problem.
They're full of anything that's not an egg yolk. I mean, I'm sure she did some sleight of hand shit.
No, a
She
runny egg
convinced
yolk.
Pfizer
Have to
that
be
she's a
very thick.
real witch. She convinced the man to bring her all the money he had and borrow money from friends and family so she could bless it and multiply it, according to the report.
Oh, I'm sure. But I mean, like, have any of you ever met a false mage? They're fucking impressive. Like, with the sleight of hand and the whatnot, and the alchemical solutions looking like magic. You didn't know any better.
Multiplying money. It's the Earth realm, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make the money worthless in the end?
Did
I
she
believe the
use
word for this
is
is
crypto
inflation, and
again?
they're getting enough
I
of that
don't-
as it is.
I don't like
Yo.
this whole crypto thing. Is she using crypto again? I mean,
Yeah, we did have this discussion last week.
I didn't like
And-
this last time. What is she doing? I have concerns.
Scamming the people.
Oh, uh,
It's called nothing.
on his third visit, the man brought her 29,500 American monies for her to bless, the report states, but when she saw a darkness in the money, she told him she had to take it to a temple in Fort Myers to clean and return to him the next day at 8 a.m.
Temple in Fort Myers.
Interesting.
The Temple of Florida, man.
Isn't Fort Myers?
Their prayer starts with yee yee.
Yeah. However, the next day, Rosalia canceled their appointment over text and then stopped responding to messages altogether. The man told police he had no idea she was going to steal his money.
Of course not.
We know he had no idea because he fucking brought the money.
I'm gonna go ahead and take damage for that. Just this is... Oh,
It's so stupid.
God bless his little heart.
You know, taking damage and then immediately giving yourself a health potion defeats the purpose of taking damage, Ark.
Yeah, I don't care.
Pulling his money or
Okay.
soon parted.
I'm pretty sure that's the same term, regardless of Thoth or Earth realm. That's a sucker, right?
Yep,
That's what he was, a sucker.
we do call him a sucker.
Darker,
Indeed.
simpletons,
And I
steals,
do
tool,
kind
tricks,
of respect.
dupe.
Hey, man, if you're gonna be dumb enough to fall for that shit, you deserve to be parted with your coin. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
When his money are soon parted.
Mm-hmm. I feel no sympathies for this man.
I really don't. He's a fucking idiot. I
He
mean,
had every opportunity to not give this lady of his own volition
I don't.
all of his
and-
coin.
If he admitted that the reason that he was asking his family for money was so that he could go to a psychic and they still gave it to him, I don't have sympathy for them either.
Indeed.
Especially because y'all don't have magic in your world. It doesn't work like that. Like, there might be somebody who could actually multiply. We don't even have that here, unless you're talking about fake money.
You know, this is doing wonders for my morale looking forward to this whole invasion thing, because if they can do this with no magic at all, the sort of crap we can convince them to do with actual magic should just... The sky's the limit, because police met 3 other people outside of Rosalia's suite who all said they were expecting their clean money returned to them at 8 a.m.
Sure, Jan. Sure.
Wow.
Wow.
The other victims were notified police with more information, including a phone number, screenshots of text messages in her office, and an address located at 2740 Oak Ridge Coat, Unit 303 in Fort Myers. An office tracked down the office, which had been rented for 2 months to Bruno Souza, who sells religious artifacts. The report states the building's owner told police he had never met Rosalia, but she was there more often than Bruno. So far, 10 victims come forward with a total combined loss of $100,000. The media ads were published in December 2020, leading to in-person scam beginning mid-January 21, ending March 21, according to police. Police are searching for Rosalia, who, like magic, seems to have disappeared.
Oh, maybe she really was magic, and maybe we need to find this witch and figure out how the fuck she got to their world.
What are they
Burn
gonna
the
charge her
witch!
with?
Burn the witch!
Honing the gullible? Like, honestly, what possible crime could you be charged with this
What
rate?
is the charge? Yeah.
Yeah, what is the actual crime that she committed? Because technically, lying through your fucking teeth to somebody is not a crime on its own.
Right.
Accepting
some
their
sort of
bountiful
fraud,
coin, again, not a crime on its own.
What I mean, and magic doesn't exist in their world, so it can't be fraud.
Indeed. So what, if anything, could she be charged with?
Bitchcraft,
Bitchcraft?
right?
Someone find out if
This is
bitchcraft is outlawed in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, is that a law? Is there a law against that? I mean, maybe there should be. I mean,
Oh, Brian Yoder is pointing out that she did promise to return the money.
All of it, though?
So I guess it's theft.
But
It's theft. I know what they're charging with. It's theft through deception.
See, now, if she had just chosen her words a bit more carefully, and just promised that she'd cleanse it.
I will cleanse you of your filthy coinage.
As long as she made it so that it wasn't a guarantee,
Wait,
she would
did
have
you
had an out.
specifically say, I will give you back the money once I have cleaned it? Or did she say, I will cleanse you of your filthy money?
Or
Those are very different statements.
did she say it was a guarantee? Because if she didn't,
I don't know.
Or did she say, because this was the bitch that was at the laundromat, right?
Yeah.
I will launder your money for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's
terrible.
I
I'll
was
the other
take
thing.
Well,
Heal
I
me.
think that was hilarious. It was great.
That's
Heal me.
the other question I have. I mean, this all occurred at a laundromat.
You know
How
me.
are there people with so much money going to a laundromat?
Right, you think they'd have a washing machine.
Why couldn't you just buy one of those machines that can wash your clothes at your own home? Why do you need a lot? What is
Do
it?
they-
Because apparently they borrowed the money from friends and family to get it cleansed as well, and none of the friends and family went, what are you doing with the money again?
There's more than just. There are many gullible people there. That's
Indeed.
that. I don't know what to think of it.
I think it's fucking stupid, but amusing.
Yes.
Speaking of fucking stupid, this next one should be spectacular. Philadelphia reports that eyewitnesses revealing new evidence of the death of a Philadelphia schoolteacher that happened more than a decade ago when she was found stabbed 20 times. On Friday, Ellen Greenwood's family and their attorney will make their case to a city judge to argue that her death was a homicide and not a suicide.
What? Did she... Yes, Your Honor, she fell on the knife 20 times. Even I know that's not how that fucking works.
No, that's how that works.
No, that's not how suicide works.
That's how that works.
Angry, but that's...
What if she was holding the knife like you're not supposed to and running with it, and she ended up falling down the stairs, and so as she's falling down the stairs, she just keeps stabbing herself accidentally because the stairs just keep coming up behind her or beneath her, and so it's forcing her, gravity is forcing her to stab herself 20 times.
Yeah, no.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Like, the only thing I can see is that it's like she's trying to attempt some sort of a record for how many times can someone stab themselves before they die?
It
Maybe.
seems pretty unusual that they would, you know, I mean, 1 or 2 stabs, okay, maybe, but 20, really?
20 is the limit.
Oh,
It's actually right the limit. Well, okay, it depends. Where were the stab wounds?
No.
Where were they? Like,
Or
you can
the-
stab yourself in non-critical areas and avoid significant blood loss for a long period of time before you actually nick an artery or a vein with any significance
Exhibit A.
to be detrimental to your health.
How in the fuck can you stab yourself?
Well, who's
20
to
fucking
say?
times?
Who's to say it was with that knife? Maybe it was with a smaller knife. We don't know.
I-
Do you have a murder weapon? Exactly.
You know how hard it is, Arcturus, how hard is it to actually stab yourself? Like getting past your brain's whole thing to not stab yourself. Because your brain's
It's
not
easy with practice, but...
Your Honor,
you
have
know.
we looked into our victims of
This is not-
mental health?
I'm gonna stop you and mention that this is not Judge Magog, it's the grind.
Yeah, I do miss
Yeah,
that one.
I mean,
it was really
you're
fun trying to make excuses for these people. In any case, Erin was a very good caring person, Josh Greenberg's father said, but parents say her life was cut short at just 27 years old after she was found dead in her Manayunk apartment with more than 20 stab wounds to her body in 2011. Now, a decade later, Greenberg's parents are still pushing the Philadelphia Examiner's office to change her manner of death from suicide to homicide. In 2020, the Greenberg's family attorney showed Eyewitness News images he says forensically prove that Ellen could not have stabbed herself 20 times.
No shit!
Your Honor, I call into question the credentials of the coroner's report and the coroner himself.
I want to know where the coroner was on the night of her death.
Exactly. Where
Yeah,
was the
me
coroner?
too.
Where has the coroner been these last 20 years since her death? That's what I want to know.
Myrtle
Why are we
Beach
just
because he-
hearing this testimony now?
Myrtle Beach because he came into a sudden amount of fucking money. That's where he's been.
Up next, the case of the man with 2 gunshot wounds to the back of his head who committed suicide.
With his hands tied behind him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Face down in a car.
Ooh.
Sorry, Pendergast, just something you wanted to
Cocaine.
say before I touch upon a few more things.
Did I?
I sort of say something and you got, bull rushed by the Whammons, so...
I don't think no, I don't think I had anything to say.
Okay, fair enough.
I just was probably confused and trying to sort it out. Sorry, I might have been saying things out loud. Sorry.
I just appreciate you taking my advice to heart to shut up.
Up
You
next
shut
on
up.
trial is Jeffrey Epstein for the murder of himself.
The one thing we can be sure of did not happen.
No, actually, I will defend the suicide case this evening.
Yeah,
after
you're
these
welcome to
messages.
try, but again, that's the... Look, whatever happened to Mr. Epstein, whatever happened, the one thing that's simply not plausible is that he killed himself.
I disagree.
You're not alone, but, other people are dumb too, I guess. In any case, quote
Wait,
unquote,
no, I agree.
in
He
this
killed himself.
neuropathology
Wait, no.
best determination, Ellen wasn't alive when she stabbed, the expert Poderosa said. So basically, the stabbings apparently took place after she was already dead besides. So she didn't commit suicide with even one strike.
It's even harder to kill yourself after you're fucking dead.
It's really a hard thing to do, generally speaking.
And this episode of Side Quest was demonetized.
Yeah, it's like
20 minutes
happens,
ago.
like,
Are
5 minutes anyway.
any of them monetized?
And
No, not a
no,
single
but
one.
that's
I
probably
checked.
thanks to me.
If
Probably
any
thanks to God.
compensation comes from else. In any case, I'm going to kill you all with my super attack now.
Cool.
Fair enough.
I definitely don't need a fist break.
Wait, are you sure you're killing us, or are we killing us?
Well,
I'm killing me. Goodbye.
Sortively, you're
I'm
going
gonna do a
to.
thief and just walk off screen.
Hey, that's one thing that I do that you can't do because I do it so well. I'm walking.
I'm removing my goggles now.
But am I supposed to? I can't just walk off.
Stare into my sockets.
No.
That feels like, look, they're dead, that's the important thing. Personally, of course, it's entirely plausible for people to kill themselves with 20 stab wounds self-inflicted. I mean, that happens all the time here. I think at least 5 of my predecessors all died through accidental, savage stabbings and suicides. Being my enemy tends to make people sad. Very, very sad. Almost as sad as people who have dirt on the Clintons. And people who were officers on the 6th. And, Epstein, which maybe the thief is right. Or maybe not. In any case, if you want to maintain a healthy, happy, life-affirming viewpoint in your life, don't cross me. Because I don't want you getting terribly sad. Any of you. I want you to be happy, healthy, and obedient. Just like plenty of other good, still alive people. Feels like that wasn't really enough to feel too many. Oh, I've got to actually. I'm going to have to now manually remember to restore their health bars. It's about another minute. Be no problem. I can fix this. I can fix it. I, of course, can fix it. It's what I do, really. I am the fixer. I fix the things that people send me that break, the people who are sent to me broken already. Actually, that's a lie. I can't fix any of these people. They are irrevocably broken. Just irrevocably. It's even more permanent now when they've signed the contracts and made the deal, because we don't stay dead. We come back, but we're in roughly the same state we are when we signed. This is why Pendergast still can't smell anything. He blew that out a long time ago. Long before he met me. Long before he met Magog or anyone else, and they're back.
I'm back, bitches. You know, I actually have a request of the chat that I need to make. I would like to solicit from the chat their best pickled egg recipes, because now I'm hungry. I want some more pickled egg recipes.
I also have a food-related request. Can someone please justify my love of cherry pie?
You can't do that yourself. That makes you a weak connoisseur of confectionery cherry pies.
I just want to see it. Doesn't even need to be a super chat. Just like in the chat.
Well, while we're at it,
Sorry,
someone
Quest.
also appreciate apple pies for me too, since I'm lazy.
They did that already.
I need them to do it again though, because I need to stay ahead.
Is your love of cherry pie really warranted, though? Is it?
Yes.
You know, it's time to go back over Super Chats and Streamlabs, and
Never
it
mind.
does seem to be actually pie-related, so you should all be thrilled. First off, J2W has paid 4 Signas to issue the following message. The only good pie is dead thing pie! Health for all. There.
Excuse?
Everyone gets health
Wait,
in the
We
form of
can't get
dead thing
health.
pie.
we can't get health right now. We're all fully healthy.
Oh, I'm sure that'll change.
What the hell? Did you just waste my health potion?
Healthy
Yay!
physically.
Somebody said cherry's better. I feel validated, especially validated. Thank you, chat.
Okay.
Ghost
I'm gonna
over-
need someone to write a song about how she's my apple pie.
She's a cherry pie. I can't sing with fangs.
She's
That's-
my cherry pie.
Hence
I
why
see
I
the
asked
game
if it.
of
You
This
get
is
what
why I
you
asked
this is
if
going
it was
well.
warranted.
In any case, Ghost of Recon has paid 10 signals to state, temple is a funny way to spell casino. Ooh.
Yeah, that's why they couldn't find her. She went to the fucking casino.
The casino has no windows, and so therefore you can never find her again.
Okay, is there any more super chats?
Nope, now you're in Streamlabs turd.
Alrighty then. Lord Terrica Sarthos donated 5 signals. Fiza, the quota must be fulfilled. Tell the thief Sarthos sends its regards and end her rightly. Use your imagination.
Excuse the fuck me?
Okay, so I know I'm supposed to attack her, but you said use my imagination. My mind went straight into the gutter. Annoying.
Use the strap-on dagger.
I'm ready. This is one way to go out that I will not resist.
You have split ends.
You know, you're actually right about that. I will accept this because it's true.
Hey, it's only a 5 sigma attack. Like, what do you want, really?
Yeah, true. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of
been
an odd
about 6
thing, I
months.
mean-
I'm actually due for a nice.
Trimmy
Wow.
trim,
There hasn't
cutty
been a
cut,
point
cut.
at which you've been just like 1 point from death. Why do you expect that would be fatal? In any case, never mind. That's
Help me!
All right. Lion Patriot donated 15 signas. I don't want to say this.
Definitely help me. Help me before Lion Patriots comment gets read, please.
no, very well.
Pentagast, unleash thy nuts pies on your co-host.
I knew it.
Well,
How much was that?
that means
Yeah,
it goes. Well, it's
15.
going around to everyone, isn't it? Then.
15
Yes.
signas.
Everyone gets a
signals.
taste.
I'm
I
sorry you have. I'm sorry about your nut allergy, but I'm going to have to throw some
I
more to
feel
thief.
like a
Take
god.
that.
Nope. No.
Fiza,
The effect's worn off.
just I don't know.
You really didn't have to do anything. I had to read it, so.
Yeah, it just
No, that's the thing we're sensitive about.
how do you? I don't know. I don't.
I got one.
I'm moving on to Ark because you're fine. You're fine. There's nothing wrong. Anyway, Arcturus, you can use the box on the front of you for your nuts and the nuts that you've dropped when you eat the pie. So there you go.
Well,
you know.
forget that he hasn't dropped his nuts yet.
Ooh.
When they do,
He's implying he's also implying you're a sloppy eater, Arcturus. How do you feel?
Ooh,
Pentagast, you shit weasel! How dare you? My
his table manners
methods
are
and
lacking.
my table manners are flawless.
Well, that's I just I actually
I very much doubt that. I think that Arcturus secretly hides the fact that he puts his elbows on the table and he got a C in comportment in boys' school.
Oh, you paid- you only paid for that tax.
Also, he doesn't know what a salad fork is.
And he doesn't know in which
Vile
order to
slander!
use the fork. I bet Arcturus can't even fold his napkin correctly.
I like the cutlery-based insults.
what?
I bet Arcturus uses a water goblet to drink his wine from.
Well, what?
Okay,
Streamlabs!
I have one more. One more. Brian donated 50 signas. We need more quality crystal time from the ladies tonight. Special attack for Thief and Fiza.
Yeah, bitches.
I have a question. What happens if we activate them at the same time?
Wait, so
Whoever
these are the
goes
special
first gets
attacks.
the kills first.
I'm blurry, so because I'm out of focus, you can't get me.
What
I could
if
hit
I
both
decide
buttons.
to kill you all first, since I have a special attack?
Oh, well,
You
never
can
mind
all
then.
go away first. Then you can sort this out later.
I just wanted to talk to the thief for 2 minutes.
You'll still get the chance to.
Literally, all I wanted to do was talk shit with Fiza about Ark and his terrible
Cutlery.
enforcement.
The three of you are dying. You're not doing it very well.
All right. Good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, like, everyone's just so defiant and doesn't want to pay attention. Everyone was telling me to shut up. Now people aren't wanting to die when they're supposed to. What's going on with the show today? I don't know. But I really don't want the box that Ark wears. I mean, the silver balls things was bad enough. Now he has a box for the silver balls, but they're not in there because they haven't fallen yet. It's just, why does he have to wear it like right in the front of him? Couldn't he put it off to the side at least? You know, like, I think don't people like have ways to hide like the what are those Earth Realm devices, catheters or something? Don't they have ways of hiding those types of things? Why doesn't he hide his? Why does he just leave it right out front and center for all to see? Why does he do this? I mean, is it a Sarthosian thing? Is it just because he's trying to hide whatever's underneath there? I don't know. But Dong crossed the street. Ghost of Recon, what are you talking about? My hat is erected. Well, I've never seen it be floppy. I don't think it has the performance issues that I have. I think it steals all my talent, actually. At least that's the current line of thinking, is that somehow this thing is stealing all of my brains. I think that in exchange I get them back through this, though. So the trade-off, I guess. I don't know what to think. Colostomy bags. Yes, that's the thing. People hide those. They don't wear them with pride, do they? Why does he wear his with pride? I mean, anyhow.
Why am I
Well,
gasping?
All right.
What happened?
Are we ready? Chat.
That's all the stream labs, by the way.
I want to put this up.
But also, are you
What?
ready, thief?
3, 2,
Two.
1.
Attack!
Power.
that's supposed to do something.
Oh, fuck you! You just did me. I guess you can only do one attack at a time.
Well,
Oh,
Oh my god, it worked!
it did. That's interesting. Okay, cool.
What does that mean? Does that mean
That
did
means
it actually
that
work?
both
We're dead now.
of
Oh,
you
You two were
gentlemen
dead.
die.
good.
Well, this is a glitch that Magog is no doubt gonna fucking
Wait,
patch.
I'm
Yay!
dead.
We killed him.
I was activated,
Us,
but
what
I'm
you
dead.
bet? Oh no!
No.
Fuck you, Arcturus. Anyway, hello, chat. How are you tonight? I guess it's just me. We just can't have the two girls together because special attack means everybody else dies, and I guess mine went off first. I was the first bomb at Hiroshima. Who's here tonight? Yuko no Mail. Nice to see you. Brian Yoder, Fiza wins. I do in the end, and I will in the end. I have a plan. There's a plan. It's a whole thing. Snoopy's, of course, still here. Snoopy's been here since before the freaking show started, as per usual. JTRW is here. Alpha Focus. Not currently. I seem to have fixed the problem that turns me into a fucking walking painting. That was fun that season, wasn't it? We had fun that season. It was great. It was amazing. Scruffy Knight says, you finish early. Only sometimes. We all have bad nights. Marston's just laughing. Race is saying, next time attack Ark's colostomy bag. No, because then there's gonna be more shit over the place than there usually is. The Dark Conservatarian, my eyes are killing me from cutting onions. Huh. They're back.
Right.
Okay, now does that mean that I get 2 minutes alone with the chat to have a conversation? Yep, that's what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Niles Thief Show. Night night, Fiza. We'll talk later, dear. Right after your long nap. The long nap. That is, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, have you missed me? I've missed me. Now, I feel like you're owed the tale of how I injured myself last week, right before stream, and I will give that to you. Because you're all curious, and you all want to know, and you like to live vicariously through your favorite side quest co-host. I know you do, don't lie. I'm amazing, obviously. So, right before the show, I was minding my own in my quarters on my ship, just chilling, you know, drinking a glass of mead and having a gay old time. And I was not wearing pants. That detail becomes very important later on because, well, you see, one of my many enemies, I believe it was some sort of assassin, he made it past all of my sailor guards and into my quarters, and I had to battle this man pantsless, which means that I did not have my sword upon me at the time, and as a result, I was left defenseless. So I had to quickly fend off my attacker, naked and not afraid, but very naked and without armament at the time, and it was touch and go there for a minute, but I managed to see it through. Reach for my sword, tiny little nick upon my hand, but in fact I prevailed, as you can tell. I am here, alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. I have been your favorite nameless thief.
Very cute. No one's got any more special tracks, right? Because that was rough.
Did you throw your back out?
Look, the first time I landed very badly, and I barely got back up before I went down again. It was like
Can
a
you
bad
throw
date.
Can you throw like all of you out? Can you do that?
Just yeet the whole human.
Yeah, just throw yourself off the show
I
for a
could,
while.
yes, but I'd much rather do it to the rest.
Damn it!
Well, oh darn. I guess you're just gonna have to get used to disappointment then.
I guess. I'll.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, we are down to the last 17 minutes or so. I suppose we can get back with another article. I've got someone here who's had a slightly worse day. No, slightly better day than the rest of us. This is from the HuffPost. Alleged pizza roll pooper apprehended after Oklahoma grocery store incident.
The what? The what?
Indeed.
Alleged pizza roll pooper apprehended after Oklahoma grocery store incident.
Well, that was a sentence that's never been written before.
I need more information because I'm intrigued and afraid.
Well, let's start with a quote. I grabbed the bag. I felt something smushy on the bag, so I turned it over, and there it was. Lamented shopper Shirley Wright Johnson.
Huh.
Someone take a shit in a bag of pizza rolls and put it back on the shelf.
I feel like that's exactly what has happened this night.
I don't know what to do with that.
Most dreadful night fraught with horrors beyond thine imagination.
Yeah, I wouldn't really
like
know.
you all to know that some people might find the below description of the crime offensive. Is anyone here?
Grotesquely so. I would not do that. I have my limits. I might be a buxom buccaneer and a seafaring renegade, but I would never poop in a bag of pizza rolls.
I also would never poop in a bag of pizza rolls. Partially because pizza rolls don't exist here.
Well, that was where I was concerned. Like, were they like that? That was the thing. Was he actually shitting pizza rolls? Like, just he shits food?
No, just shit in
I would
a
be-
bag that was
Like-
supposed to contain pizza rolls.
I'd be
In my
concerned for his
mind-
bowel movements if that was what happened as a result.
That sounds like a bit of magic trickery someone should try in like grade 1 of like magic school or something.
No, it sounds like someone shat in a sack.
Look,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, though, the worst part of this comes next. Surely Wright Johnson had a crappy shopping experience on Wednesday. Literally.
Pet
Oh.
puns.
I will personally come to your door and cut a bitch because puns are my thing. All right, none of this thing stealing nonsense from you.
Steve thinks everything's her thing.
Well, it is. That's literally the thing. That's my thing. Is that I steal things from other people and I make them my things.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing.
And notably,
Yeah.
this wasn't in the bag. Here's how it went down. Wright Johnson said she was picking up some items at a grocery store in Moore, Oklahoma with her 2 daughters when she reached for a bag of frozen pizza rolls. She quickly discovered something else in her hand. Human excrement.
Ew.
I pick up a bag of pizza rolls and there's literally shit, she said in a video obtained by Oklahoma City embassy affiliate K4 TV. Human shit! Excuse my language.
That's gross.
I'll gross.
I mean, like, imagine that you just, like, woke up and you're fucking high and all you wanted was to microwave some pizza rolls and you go and reach in to get them and you come out with a fucking turd. That's pretty terrible.
Wait, were they inside the bag of pizza rolls, or were they on the outside of the bag of
on-
pizza rolls, or were they returned to
Inside.
the store? Okay. Was she reached
Someone
into the bag?
defecated inside a supermarket freezer onto a bag of Totino's pizza rolls, then covered the mess with another package of the treats, apparently trusting no one noticed.
Follow-up question. What kind of pizza rolls?
Tortillas.
But, like, they have different varieties. So they have, like, the meat and cheese one, or they have just the cheese one, or they have the combo meat and cheese and cheesy ones.
Steve, why is that important?
How do they...
I don't know. It just is, okay? It's very important to me because there are tiers of pizza rolls, and the more severe the crime, the higher the tier of pizza roll that the crime was done to, you know? Like, I don't make the rolls. It's like that, all right?
Repeatedly, the ride home was miserable, she said, even though she fully scrubbed off her hands. Another quote, all the way home, my kids were like, Mom, I can smell it, I can smell it. And I'm like, I smell it too, baby. I smell it too.
Oh no, the children were involved.
Yeah.
Think of the children.
She told Oklahoma CBS affiliate KWTV TV, it's just disgusting. That's the only word I can use. Is disgusting and horrible. The quote ends there, but presumably went on to say, those are the only 2 words I can use. Disgusting, horrible, and vile.
You think of a few more. Horrid, rancid.
Disgusting, gross.
Look, I question the credibility. Clearly, disgusting isn't the only word they can use.
Vile.
They lied to us. They lied to us.
Despicable.
A disappointment.
Oh, there's a good one. Reprehensible. Yes.
Ooh, yes, that was several syllables. Well done.
That took work. I'm sorry. That was difficult. I had yeah. Sorry.
And no less on a Monday night, too. Wow.
More police using surveillance video from the scene of the crime flushed out a man they identified as a person of interest. He was booked into Cleveland County Detention Center on unrelated charges while the poop probe continues.
Don't they have, like, crystals selectively placed throughout the store where they can review crystal footage of what exactly transpired at that specific location and catch the pooper?
Apparently not in the frozen food aisle.
Yeah, notably, no poop was actually in the bag. And as I understand it, this is one of those squat freezers they apparently have in the supermarkets, the little cold boxes run by that electricity stuff. And apparently someone just sat on one and let rip, didn't cover it up in other Totino's.
I mean, if you gotta go, I guess you gotta go.
If you gotta go, maybe don't do it on the pizza rolls.
Let's consult a physician before you go out in public next time, all right?
I'd go a step further and say if you have to go, just don't go on food. That's probably a good idea.
Bagged or otherwise.
Yeah, in general, just not on food.
Mm-hmm. Better yet, if you're the type of person to let several rip on some Frozens. Just take yourself away from the situation. Just remove yourself. It's fine.
Don't point your bare ass in the general direction of something that's meant for consumption.
Straight up, I'll just encourage the eternal sleep. It's fine.
Right.
All right. Commit the egregious homicide of stabbing yourself 3 times.
Where did this happen again? Did you say Oklahoma?
Yes, Oklahoma. As police spokesperson were told the smoking gun, the man's name will be released if formal charges are filed. The man was also reported taking pictures of women in the grocery store, probably has something to do with the other charges he was being booked on. So there's a very good chance we might find out what they look like in a future pillory.
Also have this raises a second question. Would Germany be as upset about it?
What?
Just out of curiosity.
Explain.
What?
Only
Nothing.
especially
Never mind.
grocery stores that would have charged extra.
What about
Yeah.
Germany makes them unique in this situation to any other nation?
Just something I've read in amongst the crystal here and there things. It's mutterings. It doesn't make any difference. It's okay.
Pendergast, do we
I
need to
don't-
have a discussion?
I don't move away from the crystal. You're disturbing me.
Do we
Don't
have
like
to
it.
have a conversation?
No, we don't. We do not need to have a conversation. No. Never mind. Ignore me.
Ignore me.
Fair. So, what else happened in the grind?
I can move on, I suppose.
Please, let's.
Yes. Lake District, mysterious abandoned tea for 2 found in Woodland. This article was actually suggested by Orla, I believe. I think they might be telling us something. A mysterious abandoned afternoon tea has been found in the middle of a Lake District woodland. Photographer Ashley Cooper said that when he first found the table and chairs about 300 feet from the path, he thought it was an art installation. But on closer inspection, he thought the half-eaten food and glasses of fees were abandoned by a celebrating couple. Mr. Cooper said the table, above the Blee Tarn, was probably left by someone from the Instagram generation. The area where the afternoon tea was found on Monday between Great Langdale and Little Langdale is considered one of the most spectacular of many Lakeland tarns. Lakeland tarn is personally. Sounds.
See, compared to the other two, this is boring.
It is.
Yeah. Honestly, you should have
I was
started with
We're led with this one.
this.
Wait.
Look, 2 Kingdom of Uck people apparently set up for tea and then just ascended to a higher plane of consciousness. We should be aware of these things. We don't want any sudden emergence of Earth gods interfering in things. I thought it was a good precautionary measure.
Extra. Read all about it. People leave random shit in the woods.
Okay, fine.
What? No, really?
This is unacceptable, so fine, we'll move on. Man builds IRL Minecraft pig called Hamburgini that hits top speed of 20 miles per hour.
Lamborghini.
That's much better. Fucking hamburger.
Yeah, we're back, bitches.
And, at mild risk, there's video.
I want to see Lamborghini.
I want to see Lamborghini too.
You won't be able to hear it, but they...
This is my latest project that I've been building over the past few months. It's the world's first fully rideable Minecraft pig in real life. And if you're wondering why I just launched myself off the roof with it, I'll just let myself.
A rare delight.
I've got every achievement in Minecraft except for this one.
Noise that came out of me.
Down.
Oh no, Lamborghini died.
Luckily, that was just the cardboard prototype.
Lamborghini
This is the working
was
pig, or
smushed.
Lamborghini. And at exactly 1 pig power, this thing can go at top speed of... Well, I guess we're gonna have to find that out.
It's controlled using the carrot on a stick, of course, and as soon as
Alright.
the hungry pig sees the carrot, it starts to follow it.
much do
More
I have to
accurately,
pay you
it starts to chase
to make
after
me
it.
one of these?
Considering we don't...
And as you can
really
see
have
from my
technology
face, this
behind that
pig's got
option
some
with it.
scary fast legs. And I should probably mention that this was at only 60%
Alright.
power. I can't
Well,
even
maybe
imagine how
something
scary this thing is
spring
going to be at
powered.
100%. But this dude doesn't just fly in one direction. It's got a
You
full
don't have the ability
360
to
degrees of
create
motion. To
automatons?
turn it, you just move the carrot to one side and the Lamborghini will turn to follow, just like in Minecraft. It even beat my buddy's electric one-wheel in a race.
And that's probably as much as we should probably show off here, without risking consequences. Look, Thief, if you want something like that made, I would make it for anyone but you, because you're not going to pay for it, are you?
I'll pay for it. How much you want?
You've just said on many occasions with extreme sincerity that you pay for nothing, you only steal. So what happens when I build this thing? You will swipe it, I won't see a signar, and that's right out.
Oh,
I
how many-
solemnly swear that you will receive payment for the Lamborghini that you will make me. I'll even sign a contract. Okay?
I have a question. How
I
much-
make no guarantees that you will retain the payment after it's parted from my hands, but you know, once I have washed my hands of the situation, I'm done with it. It's
How
out of my
many-
hands.
How many pig powers? How many horsepowers is a pig power?
Apparently,
37.
if it maxes out to 20 miles per hour, I understand what miles per hour is. That's at least a horse-ish. No, maybe some. It's a. You could probably run faster, but you'd have to really
I'm
be
pretty
trying.
sure a horse could run faster than that.
37. That's
It's
my
about
answer.
one pig power.
That's
So,
my answer.
rolling bacon.
Yeah, Thief is willing to pay me in lost credibility. That's my expectation as well. But look, they're willing to sign a contract, provided Magog signs it and has the same
Like-
effects that I'm subject to. That might be reasonable. I'm just skeptical they can afford it.
See, I have this thing, like, if the Lamborghini crashes and burns, it should smell like, should, like, bacon and pork should be the smells you smell. If it doesn't do that, I'm going to be disappointed. If it just smells like fire and whatever that electric-y things are,
Is it
I will be disappointed by that.
smoked bacon, teriyaki bacon? Is it honey baked bacon?
As long as it's some kind of bacon when it burns, it should be.
I just
If it's
realized I'm really gonna miss bacon.
Mm-hmm. Because I bet you won't find a lot of pigs attacking you. Maybe some
No.
wild boar, but that's not the same thing. It's a
Yeah,
little
boars are
different.
dicks.
No, just try to get one of the pigs to attack you, then it's justified, isn't it?
They're very, very docile creatures unless they're, starving, I guess.
Well,
The
like-
wild ones are a little bit.
Well,
Slap
that's
one.
like a wild boar, but they're very
don't-
different. Like the taste is a little bit more gamey, and they're not as tender because they do a lot of running in the woods.
Throw insults at it. You can throw insults at it like you insult all of us. Why not? Maybe that will goad it into attacking you, and then it's justified to eat bacon.
Are
I'm
you
just trying to
assuming
help.
that the bacon can understand the language that you're speaking?
You've never talked to
Yeah.
pigs? Have you ever
No.
talked to ducks?
Well, I have talked to a pig. His name is Magog.
No. I thought. Well, I mean, I've talked to
Legit?
ducks. I mean, Howard's an asshole, but
I talked to Ratting Dog, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't speak common. She just politely listens.
no. I mean, well,
No,
ducks
it
don't
just doesn't
speak
want
common
to
either.
dignify your babble with response.
Are you telling me my dog can talk?
Yes.
No,
I'm
I'm
telling you,
saying
dog, it's
that-
down on you.
No, I was just stating the fact that I can speak duck, which I don't understand why, but I can. That's why
Oh,
So
right.
essentially, you're telling us that you are a quack,
No,
No, he's telling you that he quacks.
not
I don't-
just quacks, but he is a quack.
I don't know. It's complicated. Anyway, never mind.
Let's wrap this up with exactly one more in the final 2 minutes remaining. Doctors issue warning after a Thai man gets penis stuck in bottle opener.
Why is it always the Thai men?
Oh, another brand new sentence. Fantastic. You got your dick stuck where?
A Thai man in Kanchanaburi required hospital treatment after getting his penis stuck in the bottle opener. The man said he put his penis in the bottle opener after following advice from his friend, who claimed it would help enhance its size.
Well,
I
now you know
um,
you can't trust that friend.
see. This is further proof that men will literally stick their dick in anything.
Peanut butter, ham sandwich, couch cushions.
However,
I
it only resulted in huge swelling, which means that his friend was technically correct.
Cherry pie.
So,
Once,
Chet,
you know-
what we've learned today is do not try this at home.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Don't assault pies.
If you pop
know.
it, you'll lock it.
Yeah, something horrible. Just stay away from bottle openers. That would be wise.
Don't try to pop
Yes.
that cherry or you will pop your cherry.
Something dick related.
Penis!
Right.
Oh, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
We should have
I don't
ended
know
on
either.
penis. All right, what are
Doctors
you
in
doing?
Pentagast agree. Doctors warn against placing one's penis in a ball opener. It's best avoided.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it.
What? Well, I've already gone through the manual. I don't want to use up all of the clips that the quarter sent quite soon. I've got nothing prepared. Go on. Shoo. Get out. Shoo. Go. Get out. Oh. Is that how it's going to be used? It's going to define me like that. Well then, I didn't want to have to do this, but you've left me with no choice. Suck my gilded package. Yes, that's right. Look at it jiggling there. Go on, keep looking. Isn't that fantastic? It's so shiny, isn't it? You gotta do it.